You know, I I did not grow up in foster care, but now I'm in a program that's very similar to foster care, and sometimes it's called foster care by the regional center, but the correct term is adult family home. So, you know, this whole getting declined from families and stuff who felt like a really good fit just because some things, it's very hard. And I was really looking forward to being with one woman and her sister, and except for the distance from my college, everything was a perfect fit. You know, the primary person was a licensed marriage family therapist, retired. She worked with troubled youth. The other sister was a retired hygienist, and the only thing I did not like was that there was a son there, but I ended up liking him, and he has ADHD. I knew right away that he could probably be autistic or something. I didn't say anything about autism, but ADHD, he's adopted, and he could have been my friend. I could have had an in-person friend, but that's not why I'm upset. I'm upset at the lost opportunity I have, even if I know other opportunities will come up. It's just like a slap in my arm. And even after everything with the forum and how I was treated there really badly, disregarded, treated like trash, it really hurts me. My nose has been really acting up. It's more red than usual. I would have never paid attention to the redness if it wasn't for FS Night 2. But they were nurturing me. They felt like they cared about me. And I think they do. I have a sickly mother, and they didn't believe that they could support me with how high my needs are. And all this stuff I'm dealing with, my medical stuff, I'm having so many medical stuff, and my parents neglected my medical problems for so long. That just have all these doctors now, and it's overwhelming for them, and this is my parents' fault doing this to me. I don't want to have to live in a group home, but right now that's what it's looking like where I'm gonna be placed. I don't want it. I don't want to be in a facility. Everything about that house was perfect. They had a garden, they were nurturing. I could have made friends with their son, their adopted son, and the other son that occasionally comes was nice. I just slept sometimes when I didn't feel comfortable in that tent that I had, and I put a lock on there because of my traumatic background with sexual abuse. It's not this woman's fault that I'm here with, but her 99, almost 100-year-old father passed away just a week before I moved in here. And she's just grieving. She had 12-hour work shift days, and she often goes out with her friends, and I'm just left here all alone, and it's worse because it's the summer. And now the forum is taken away from me, and, you know, I don't have, like, I have a hard time getting active because, believe it or not, I don't have good T and SE. People wanted to push that on me. It's not true. It's not true. I'm just sitting on my ass. I don't know how to get things done. I need help. My nose is all swollen and inflamed. It hurts. It looks puffy and big. But you know what? Like, I wanted this really bad. I'm trying to still make it happen. I reached out to a lot of people. I concluded FS92 in the email. Hmm. I'm trying to get more nursing hours with myself, more behavioral intervention hours with myself. I'm trying to get more direct service professional hours with myself. And I want to live there. I'm hoping that if they see that I have more hours, that maybe they'd reconsider. I'm like an amazing fit. I'm not at risk for active, but I do have some suicidal ideation. I do. Even though I'm not going to do that to myself. It's hard for me after all of this, you know? It's very hard. It hurts. And I am not getting the support that I need over here. Um, it doesn't bother me, but, like, to make a point of how my caretaker does not help me. She has not once helped me with my room, and she's expecting me to do it all by myself and just give me reminders. I need way more help with than that. I'm not able to function at that level. I need a higher level. And I've been here all by myself without any help with that. I don't know how to manage things. I don't know how to take action. I don't know how to get moving and do that. I don't know. I have bad spatial awareness. The forum did not believe me, but it's really, 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 really handicapped to me. And I lost my passport ID. And I'm not worried about people impersonating me because I realized that regional center in this program would report to, whoever if somebody impersonated me. But just the fact that I lost it because I've been neglected and disregarded. Not maliciously neglected in this case, but it's still a big problem and people should be helping me with my documents. Before I moved here, I had 8 hours of caretakers helping me every day, Monday through Sunday. Monday through Sunday. And I'm not getting the support that I need now. You know, it doesn't bother me that when I start losing stuff because of it. And you know what? I didn't used to think of it like this, but it becomes a hazard for my room with fire stuff. You know, I can't have that. You know, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable, and I'm not blaming anybody for this. Like, I'm not accusing this woman of mistreating me, even though she has some really snappy comments. Like, she told me I'm a hypochondriac in a mean way when I was concerned about the nasal spray that I was prescribed for postnasal drip when I was going to elevation because I have a deviated septum and nose broken nose cartilage and elevation. I was afraid of a nosebleed, and she called me a hypochondriac really meanly, and she snapped when I was afraid of her almost swerving into a car. And like she's like she like not yelled, but she like raised her voice in a really pissy way, like a loud pissy way. Like I didn't mean to do it. Like I'm not gonna imitate her voice because she's home and I don't want to do it. She said that like 10 times louder, at least to my autistic ears, and it definitely was in a rude way. She said I'm not a restaurant. Like when I needed to eat healthier food because I'm trying to lose weight, and she's just been nasty sometimes, and she's grieving. I understand, and I've been avoiding her and going to her with my problems. You know, I self-harmed from this. It's closed now, but I self-harmed myself. While I've been here, you can't really see it. You can't really see it. Because the lighting, there it is. It's not good. I'm not doing well here. And, you know, like, I can't be left alone like this. And my regional center worker told this program leaving her home 12 hours is not acceptable for her spatial awareness. How she's had accidents with flooding, and I just feel neglected, and this is neglect with my room. I mean, I'm not trying to accuse the caregiver that she's grieving, but I'm not getting the appropriate support that I need. And I just was really looking forward to that home. I was really excited. I liked the people. They just are not in a place to have me with my level of support with their sick mom, and they have their older son. He's older than me, living there. He's about to turn 30 in a few days, and he's living there. I thought, you know, I could be his friend, and I just saw the opportunities with that, and I'm devastated. I'm devastated over it, and I just hope that my reaching out, trying to propose more hours will help. I'm very shaken up over this. I even missed my game just like last afternoon. I'm very devastated.